Hello friends. So what does it take to bring manufacturing back to the US? What is important to consider? And I'm going to give you some untraditional perspective. So we may just think in terms of industrial development. What does it take for a business to be successful? But in these days and times, no matter the regulatory environment, the market has its expectations, and that's something that's very important to consider. Also, a very important aspect of this is how industry and companies act in terms of economic, let's say, regional economic performance. So the impact the company has on the regional economy and the synchronistic relationship between the regional economy and the company or the industry. So key components to consider: infrastructure, absolutely. That's energy, water, waste materials. So in a circular economy, there's nothing that's called waste, it's all materials. There are no liabilities, only assets as we define it. Then there's digital development, very important as well. So just even think in terms of artificial intelligence and the enormous amount of energy that we're going to need to fuel artificial intelligence even now, but think of the future. Now we have to think in terms of smart city, green blue infrastructures. Now we're getting deeper into resource management. Now how we build our cities, how we build our regions is going to have an enormous say on how we use energy and water and all the other resources. Absolutely critical for industrial competitiveness. And so then there's political environment. That has to bring stability, predictability. And then we have elements like, how do we define success? How do we communicate progress? So for decision makers and funders, the people who are going to drive these infrastructure and economic development projects in the future to make America become the next generation manufacturing hub, to enable that bold goal, we need clear definition of success, and we need a clear way to communicate progress. So how many of you out there can actually communicate progress accurately? Do you have the context? Do you have the true metrics that allow you to do that? And what about how do you in order to do that, do you have oversight over actions? Do you know what I mean with that? Do you have oversight over actions? Or do you just know the outcome after actions and investment have been made? So some critical elements to consider. This is all part of what we're doing. Of course, I hope you join us, but your thoughts are always welcomed as well. Thanks, guys.